Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Honeybee here, and today I have some special friends to talk to you about something very important. My two friends, they live in the same swamp, and they're here to talk to us about personal space. Have you ever heard of personal space? Not like space, like out in space, like I'm an astronaut or an alien. No, personal space, like the amount of space, physical distance I put between myself and other people, or maybe myself and other people's belongings. Personal space is really important right now as we're socially distancing and keeping each other healthy. But did you know that personal space is always kind of important? And for my two friends who live in a swamp, personal space makes all the difference in the world. So, I would like to invite my two friends to come and meet you. The first one's name is Gary the Gator. Gary Gator lives in a swamp, and he is chomp-tastically happy about being here with you today. Gary, you are a swamp dweller.
Yeah, I live in a swamp, and I love my swamp, but sometimes I feel like I need a lot of space.
That's right, Gary, you can grow up to 15 feet long. 15 feet. That's really big. How long are you now?
I'd say I'm about 9 feet long with my tail. When you look at me from my head to my tail.
Yeah, you're a big guy, and a big guy needs a lot of space, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I get anxious or angry and get snappy when people get in my personal space.
That's right. I've seen it. It's not a pretty sight for you, and it doesn't show us your very best self. In fact, giving you personal space helps people to show you respect, right? And saying, hey, let me look again and see how much space Gary the Gator really needs to make himself feel okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have a friend, and he needs less personal space than me, but he also needs his personal space.
That's right. I brought our friend Terry the Turtle. And Gary and Terry are actually friends, even though they're totally different. They live in the same swamp, and even though Gary's outgoing and what we would call gregarious, that's true, our friend Terry the Turtle is a little timid. Timid meaning he's shy, and he sometimes feels really anxious and has to go deep in his shell, especially when somebody gets into his personal space. That's right. I don't like it when people get in my space when I'm swimming or just when I'm Terry turtling around. And when I get nervous, I don't snap like my friend Gary does, but I do go deep into my shell and get real shaky, and I can't wait to peek my head out a little bit and make sure I got my space. And then when I do, well, then I can keep going. That's right, you guys both are different, and you need different types of personal space. Gary needs lots of personal space to feel safe, and Terry just needs a little bit of personal space, and he needs to feel like he has enough room to swim his little self around. You know, just because they're friends doesn't mean they have the exact same things that they like or the exact same feelings about personal space, but Gary knows that Terry needs some quiet and a little personal space, and Terry knows that Gary needs his personal space too, or else he gets a little snappy sometimes. And they help each other out because they know that that's what friends do. And even if they weren't friends, maybe they were strangers in their swamp, they know that that's what swamp mates do. They give each other personal space.
I think if everybody could just give each other space and respect, like Miss Honeybee said, we would be a little bit happier.
Yeah, I'd be so happy, but also I like when it's not so loud. That's a part of my personal space, when you get into my ear space, man.
Do you have ears?
No, I don't, but you know what I'm talking about.
I do, yeah. It's because we're friends, so I figured it out.
So, I hope that you enjoy your class this week. I hope you talk a little bit about respecting personal space. And I hope you remember my friends Gary and Terry and think about how we all need a little bit different personal space. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye.
Oh yeah, goodbye.
Goodbye.